Mirza Fakhrul elected as 23rd president. PM greets him with red rose. Contender Oli congratulates. Acting Speaker Kaisar Kamal to administer oath to President-elect Fakhrul tomorrow. Independent voting after constitutional amendment. Salahuddin poll follows old order Nahid. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nazrul Islam Babu welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the IGAS United headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Mirza Fakhrul Islam Agamir has been elected as 23rd President of Bangladesh for the next 5 years. CEC AMM Nasiruddin unveiled the presidential election results at 5:20 p.m. after the voting ended at 5 p.m. After the results, Prime Minister and Leader of the House, Tariq Rahman, congratulated Mirza Fakhrul with a red rose. All the members of the parliament from both bench greeted him with applause. BNP candidate Fakhrul received 255 votes, where 11-party opposition contender Oli Ahmed Bir Bikram gets 88 votes. Oli Ahmed and opposition leader Dr. Shafiqur Rahman greeted the president-elect Fakhrul after the results. After a gap of 35 years, voting in a presidential election was held. The nation witnessed a historic moment as the head of state was elected through direct voting on the floor of parliament. The unprecedented scene became possible following the July mass uprising. Following the CEC's preliminary remarks, acting President Hafizuddin Ahmed was the first to cast his ballot, followed by acting Speaker Kaisar Kamal. BNP Chairman Tariq Rahman then cast his vote. As Oli is not an MP, he was not present during the voting. The newly elected president will take the oath of office at Bangla tomorrow evening. Acting Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal will administer the oath according to the Cabinet Division following consultation with the Law Ministry. The ministry said as Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed is currently serving as acting president, the law requires the Deputy Speaker to perform all duties of the Speaker. Therefore, under the Constitution, the Deputy Speaker is the appropriate constitutional authority to administer the oath to the newly elected President. Meanwhile, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed has said following constitutional amendments according to July Charter, lawmakers will be able to vote independently in future presidential elections.
জাতীয় সনদে যেভাবে এগ্রিড হয়েছে ওইভাবে যদি ৭০ অনুচ্ছেদ সংশোধিত হয়ে যায় এবং তার পরবর্তীতে যখন রাষ্ট্রপতি নির্বাচন হবে তখন সেই ৭০ অনুচ্ছেদ অনুসারে হবে কিন্তু এখন তো সংবিধান সংশোধন হয়নি সুতরাং আমাদের এক্সিস্টিং বিধান মতে বিদ্যমান সংবিধানে যা আছে সেই মতেই এই ভোটটা হবে
Opposition Chief Whip Nahid Islam alleged that the current presidential election is merely part of an authoritarian system. He said public expectations have not been fulfilled because Article 70 of the Constitution remains in force.
প্রত্যাশা ছিল যে এই নির্বাচনের পরে গণভোটের রায় অনুযায়ী জুলাই সনদ বাস্তবায়ন হবে এবং আমরা রাষ্ট্রপতি নির্বাচনে যেই ধরনের সংস্কার প্রস্তাবনা ঐক্যমত হয়েছিলাম সেই অনুযায়ী নির্বাচনটা হবে কিন্তু সেই অনুযায়ী নির্বাচনটা হচ্ছে না ফলে সেই জায়গায় আমরা আমাদের যে সংস্কারের আকাঙ্ক্ষা সেই আকাঙ্ক্ষাটায় ধাক্কা খেয়েছে কিন্তু তারপরেও এই নির্বাচনে আমরা বিরোধী দলের জোট থেকে প্রার্থী দিয়েছি প্রতিযোগিতা ছাড়া আমরা চাইনি যে সরকার দল এককভাবে তার দলীয় কোনো প্রার্থীকে নির্বাচিত করে ফেলুক
Chief Whip Nurul Islam Moni said Mirza Fakhrul will retain his positions as a MP and minister until he takes the presidential oath. Both positions will become vacant immediately after he assumes office as president.
উনি শপথ না নেওয়া পর্যন্ত কোনো পদ থেকে তিনি রিজাইন করবেন না যখন শপথ নেবেন অটোমেটিক্যালি তার পদ শূন্য হবে সংসদ সদস্যের পদ এবং সেখানে নতুন করে সংসদ সদস্য নির্বাচিত হবেন কাজেই আর মন্ত্রী হিসেবে তিনি আছেন আগামী যখন শপথ নেবেন তখন থেকে তিনি আর মন্ত্রীও থাকবেন না তখন তিনি মহান রাষ্ট্রপতি
Health Minister Sardar Shakwat Hussain has said the country is having to tackle several diseases simultaneously, including cholera and dengue. He made the remarks while inaugurating an oral cholera vaccination campaign at the Dhaka South City Corporation office. The oral vaccination campaign has now been launched with the goal of eventually eliminating cholera. The government aims to bring everyone over the age of 1 except pregnant women under the vaccination program. The campaign will run from 22 August to 21 September.
Cholera means death. Inshallah, আমরা ওই পর্যায়ে এখন আর নেই. We have the treatment and our people are very much conscious about to fight against the attack of cholera. আজকে সেটার জন্য আমরা ওরাল কলেরা টিকাদান ক্যাম্পেইন 2026 2 ডোজ ক্যাম্পেইন আজকে থেকে শুরু হবে.
The funeral prayer for Tawfiq Nawaz, husband of banned Awami League leader Deepu Moni, has been completed. The janaza was held after Zohar prayers at Azad Mosque in Gulshan, followed by his burial at Banani Graveyard. After the burial, Deepu returned to prison in a prison van. She had left Munshiganj District Jail at 6:15 a.m. under tight security and traveled to her residence in Kolabagan to pay her final respects to her husband. She arrived at the Kolabagan residence at around 9:15 a.m. Tawfiq died on Tuesday night at the age of 76. Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Trivedi expressed condolences over the deaths of Bangladeshis in the hotel fire in Kolkata during a meeting with the health minister. The Indian High Commissioner met the minister at the Secretariat in the morning and said the Indian government would do whatever was necessary in connection with the incident. The minister also told reporters that India has invited the Prime Minister to visit the country. However, he said there had been no discussion about whether the circumstances were favorable for such a visit. Cricket. Bangladesh opener Tanzid Hassan Tamim, who scored a century in the first test against Australia, sustained a shoulder injury during training in Mackay. A decision on his availability for the second test is expected tomorrow, with the match just a day away. Team Bangladesh completed its final preparations in Mackay. Temperatures there are considerably lower than in Darwin, making the weather another major challenge for Nazmul Hussain Shanto's side ahead of the second and final test. Despite the conditions, Bangladesh will enter Saturday's match with a psychological advantage with 1-0 lead in the series. Before ending, let's have a look on the iGas United headlines once again. Mirza Fakhrul elected as 23rd president. PM greets him with red rose. Contender Oli congratulates. Acting Speaker Kaiser Kamal to administer oath to President-elect Fakhrul tomorrow. Independent voting after constitutional amendment. Salahuddin, poll follows old order. Nahid. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbidi.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondhar Khobor, will be aired in Bangla 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.